Hi, you guys. Leah here. So I've started rereading this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. I'm reading it on my Kindle and listening to other folks read it on YouTube. You guys probably know I'm very serious about intentional thinking. And that's one of the main topics of this book. So I figured I'm going to be thinking about this stuff. I'm going to be poring over it. And I love being able to share with you. So why not combine those two things? Two great things that go well together. The book was originally published in 1925. That means for nearly 100 years, people have been finding value in these ideas. Now, whether any or all of it resonates with you is something only you can decide by engaging with the book. I invite you to check it out. Follow one of the links that I put below and just get a feel for what Florence Scovel Shinn is sharing. And if it's your thing, then I hope you'll engage with me as well as I focus on the parts that resonate and work for me. Now, Miss Shinn was an illustrator and an artist in the prime of her time, but then she somehow became attracted to and then a teacher of these spiritual metaphysical concepts that actually are not that esoteric when you really listen to what she's teaching. She's basically saying that your thoughts become the content of your life. The first statement she makes in the book is that life is not a battle. Even though some people approach it that way or experience it that way, life is meant to be a game. I think that's open to discussion at very least. I think life is exactly what you make of it. It is what you perceive it to be, that we show up. If we show up in our like jersey and with the helmet on, and we got the teeth guards in and we're ready, then it can be like rugby or American football. Or we can show up with, with weapons, ourselves weaponized. We can show up with hymns, right? And with tambourines and have an experience of church. We get out of life what we put into life. And certainly, sometimes I experience life as this holy, just divine experience. And sometimes I experience life as a school, right? And I'm like, oh crap, I left all my pencils at home. But however we show up in each individual moment is how life shows up for us. At least that's my experience. So if we take Miss Shinn, well, I'm gonna call her Florence, I don't think she minds. If we take Florence at her word, that life is a game, or that it can be a game, what are the elements that are required to play a game well? Well, first of all, we've got to have all the pieces, right? We've got to have the required parts for the game. I know when I was a kid, we used to lose the parts. Like it was like a problem, a serious issue in my family. We would have a game and we'd play it. And then the next time we went to play it, all the parts would be gone. Well, that's one thing I can say that I have upgraded with my kids. Usually when we sit down to play a game, we have everything we need. If necessary, we make new pieces. Like we've gotten into forming things with clay. And so we'll make we made these really awesome new dice that have larger numbers on it. Cause I'm like, I don't want to skip one step ahead. Give me 9. You can make a dice with nine moves available. Anyway, the point is, if you're going to play a game well, you've got to have the pieces and you've got to have the instructions. So what are the pieces? I see the game board as being the entire world. Right? Everything, everyone, the food, the houses, the animals, the plants, the places, the water, the sky, the stones, everything here is a part of our game experience, right? And our actual pieces are ourselves, our bodies, absolutely our bodies, but also our words, our actions that come from our bodies. And then we can take it another step deeper, our thoughts, our beliefs, And an element I'm like getting super into these days, our imagination. Our imagination is one of our pieces in order to play this game. And it's one that when we know how to use it well, it sweetens. It's like unlocking secret powers in the playing of this game. And I'm definitely going to be thinking more, talking more, exploring more about what imagination is for us. It's not just something kids have for playing games. Imagination is a tool for living well. So I want to get better at using it, at really mastering the use and the enjoyment of my imagination. And so then the big question mark is the instructions. I remember at one point kind of lamenting that life doesn't come with instructions. You get a car, you get instructions. But as a person who's receiving a new life, is there an instruction manual for how to do that well? Well, I guess you could debate. Certainly, certain religions would say that their texts and the wisdoms of their prophets and their, their leaders. The instruction manual that I have been referring to most in the last year, because I just discovered it within the last 9 months, it's from a teacher who I really admire and continue to listen to, despite somewhat unique and interesting origins. And I'll put a link below as well. But what they teach is as listening to and acting on your highest excitement in any given moment. But doing so without any expectation or any attachment to what the outcome of that action or following that bliss might be. And furthermore, regardless of what the outcome is, regardless of what you get or don't get, maintaining a positive attitude and knowing that there is a gift in every experience. That's working for me. That feels like an instruction manual that, first of all, isn't hundreds of pages long, isn't difficult to understand or implement. It just takes practice and showing up moment after moment, day after day, to following those instructions, following that internal call to excitement, to passion, to bliss. So yeah, maybe life is a game. I don't know. What do you think? Is it a game? Is it church? Is it a war? Is it school? Let me know in the comments what you think. What is your experience? What is your interpretation of what life is? And if you're enjoying this content or the songs or anything else on this channel, please do subscribe, tell a friend, like this video. You can sign up to be notified about future sharings. And check out the song Fun to go along with the theme of this video. So I'll see you again soon. Thanks. I'm being invaded. Life is an invasion. It's Lucy. Lucy is here. It's perfect timing. Turn it off. Let's do less.